Lies, 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 lies. I see them everywhere in the SEO world, and today we're going to dispel them. We're going to break them out, break them down, and set you on the right path to getting more traffic and more conversions off your website. And I don't really know where to start with this first one because it's such a tired thing that people trot out. And honestly, if I hear someone write it or say it on LinkedIn, in their videos, whatever, then I just immediately put them down as a lazy marketer that can't think of anything better to do with their time, because saying that SEO dead is just a downright lie. Google still processes something like 16 billion searches a day, like 200,000 every second, and holds 90% share of the search engine market. So what does that say? Well, there are billions of people looking for your business. They're looking to find you or solutions to their problem on Google. And adding to that, search engine optimization, SEO, isn't just about Google anymore. Yeah, you can rank on ChatGPT, you can rank on YouTube, you can rank on social media or on Pinterest, wherever it may be. All of that can play in to an SEO strategy. You should be thinking about optimizing your service, your website, your content to be the answer to someone's query or question or problem, wherever that might be on the web. That's what search engine optimization is. Now, that certainly doesn't exclude Google. I'm a big fan of Google. Still got 90% share of the market. And even if clicks are dropping, even if 50% of Google clicks were wiped out overnight, which they haven't been, by the way, it would still be a very profitable exercise to rank on Google. It's been a golden goose of marketing for years now. And yeah, things might be changing a little bit, but compared to AdWords, where you've got to pay to play, you've got to keep paying to win, to be in the game, and it's only getting more and more painful and more expensive, compared to social media, where you have to keep running the treadmill, staying up with trends. SEO, organic SEO, you can rank a page at the top of search engines and get traffic for years without really having to do too much work. It's like on autopilot. People come to your website. If you're offering the solution for the right intent of keyword and the right intent of customers, they're going to buy what you're selling for free. So that's pretty good if you ask me. Certainly not dead. People have been claiming it's dead for years. It's still going strong, let's be honest. That might change, but right now, organic search works. I have websites that get hundreds, thousands of traffic every day, which convert into revenue, and so do my clients. But if you're just writing blog content and expecting to convert a lot of customers and win SEO long term, that's probably not the right strategy. It probably hasn't been the right strategy for a long time. You might get clicks dropping from AI overviews, and your conversions probably aren't that good. You need to be thinking about the whole marketing funnel, converting customers lower down, really deeply targeting your customers' problems and pain points in their keywords, so that when people come onto your website, they're ready to buy, and you can offer them exactly what they want because you know what they've been searching for. Even if that's lower volume, stop thinking in tens of thousands of search volume, start thinking in the hundreds of converting keywords, and you're going to have a much better time, and you're going to stay protected for a lot longer if AI does start to take that informational layer away. And speaking of informational and blog content specifically, the lie of just write good content and you'll rank has been dogging SEO for quite a long time now. And I think it starts from people who have just been working on high authority websites. Yeah, they can write good quality content, just write blog posts and rank. But for most of us, for most small websites, it's not the case. You're not going to outrank someone just because you think you've written a better quality blog post. Quality is subjective anyway. And let's be honest, a lot of people's subjective metric of quality is actually just longer. They think 5,000 words is better than 3,000 words, and they wonder why they're not ranking at the top of Google. Well, authority has a big part to play. Trust. You've got to be a trustworthy source of information, which means you need to build links and brand mentions and build a brand on Google, on the internet, everywhere, not just write great content, because you're never going to beat someone who's got an authoritative brand in your space. And you do that by building links, by getting brand mentions, by having active social media, all the stuff that a brand would naturally attract. And in that respect, I want you to think about your SEO as a car. You've got your wheels, your steering wheel, your gas pedal, your windows, your engine, all of that stuff is your website, your on-page SEO, your content, your landing pages, your high converting keywords. That's what you need to build well and with decent quality so that a customer would enjoy using it. And then if it's not in the right place to get customers, you need to drive it where it needs to go, to the top of the rankings. And to do that, you need fuel, you need gas. And your gas are your backlinks, your brand mentions, all your off-page stuff, your Google business profile, everything outside of your website. And without that, your car's not going to go anywhere. If you don't fuel it with links, with brand mentions, your car's just not going to go anywhere, and you're not going to get to the top of the rankings. You're not going to drive there. So pretty much every website, you need to be building links. And I know what you think, like, oh, but Google says you shouldn't actively build links. Well, that's fine for them to say that, but it presents a chicken and egg situation if you're just relying on earned media and journalists linking to your content because it's so amazing. For journalists to find your content, you need to rank at the top of Google. To rank at the top of Google, you're probably going to need links, particularly for the higher volume, higher difficulty keywords, which are the ones that journalists are going to be finding. So you have a chicken and egg. You can't do one without the other, so you've got to go out and start building your authority yourselves. However you do that, well, that's your choice. You can buy links. Of course you can. It works. The biggest websites in the world are using it to rank well. You can ignore a lot of the crap you see on Reddit or that people use that are just easy to trot out. Like, you shouldn't ever get links from websites with Write For Us or Contribute pages. That doesn't determine the quality of a website recommending and linking to you. Sure, there are some spammy websites and link farms that use those tactics to get more sales and content on their sites. But some of the biggest websites and news publishers in the world have these Contribute and Write For Us pages. That still makes for a good quality site. There's plenty of smaller sites as well that have these Write For Us pages that are worth getting links from. What you need to be actually focusing on, however you're building links, is relevance and authority. You want the links to be from websites that are relevant to your industry, or the content there is contextually relevant to what you're talking about. No matter even if it's a small business website that doesn't have such a great domain rating or doesn't have the world's most amazing link profile. If it's relevant, it's still useful. Think of it if link building didn't exist and your website was being talked about or linked from another website, would you enjoy that? Would that fit your brand? Would that be useful to you? If yes, then probably get a link. Be good. For simple branding reasons, let alone whether or not it's good for the Google algorithm. 2, you need to be thinking about authority. You want links from the most trusted websites in your industry and in the world. So another website with high quality link profile from other trusted websites that links to your website is going to be good, because it's a recommendation. It's a signal to the algorithm that says, hey, I am reputable, you trust me, I trust this website, it's good information, it's good service, you should also trust it. So the more authority recommendations and the more relevant recommendations you can get, boom, that's how you cook up a good link profile. Doesn't really matter how you get them, as long as you're building a good quality and diverse set and profile of backlinks. And I just want to finish on one little bugbear of mine, which is meta descriptions. My first job, or my first task at a marketing agency, was to go and review and rewrite 1,000 meta descriptions across their pages. There was a big problem with that, in that I think for the last 15 years meta descriptions haven't been a ranking factor on Google. So if you're spending time putting keywords into all your meta descriptions, or you're paying someone else to do it, it's a waste of time and money, because it's not going to improve your rankings. I mean, you should still be writing good meta descriptions for your key pages, because it can increase click-through rates and encourage people to click through to a page, but often Google rewrites them anyway. So it's not really the best use of budget or time to do it across 1,000 pages, maybe key pages, and expect it to improve rankings. just a bugbear of mine, don't know why. And if you're confused by any of this, you need any help with any of this, then there's a link in the description where I offer free strategy calls to help you improve your rankings and convert more customers through organic search.